All right, John, so I have 6 proofs, and I kind of want to do them all with you, and then let you try them on your own later. That's kind of what proofs are. It's thinks that it's that kind of like repeated thinking, but again, just trying to get your brain to think logically. If you remember from section 2.5, where I introduced what a two-column proof looks like. So here is our problem. We are given that angles AED and angle ACB are congruent, and that's here in the given. And if I hover over it, it shows me that picture. Okay. And the question is, can we prove that angles ABC, so ABC and ADE are congruent? Can we prove that this angle here is congruent to this angle here? Okay. Well, we just learned about parallel lines and angle relationships. Now, there are no parallel lines in the picture right now, but don't two lines look parallel? I'll do it in red, doesn't DE and CB look parallel, right? So are there angles given to us that would prove that these two lines are parallel? And the answer is yes. The given angles, this angle and this angle, are going to prove that these two lines are parallel. If I trace AC, this is my transversal. These two angles are in the same position at E and at C. These two angles are corresponding angles. And if corresponding angles are congruent, which they are marked, then the lines are parallel. So I can say that these two lines are parallel. And then look at my blue angles. They're both on segment AB. This is the transversal. So if the lines are parallel, B, the angle at B and the angle at D, they're in the same position. They're corresponding angles. So then they'll be congruent. And that's your proof. And again, I think of proofs as directions, a roadmap, and a game of chess. You have to think moves ahead. How can I piece information together in a logical way to solve or prove what I want to prove? Okay, so let's piece this all together. And again, if your mind is blown, I get it. I'm just trying to help. All right, so from these two angles being congruent, these two corresponding angles, I can prove that lines are parallel. And the two lines are going to be DE and BC. And it is because I have corresponding angles. So this is alternate interior, this is alternate exterior. So if two lines cut by transversal form congruent corresponding angles, then two lines are parallel. Boom. Good. So now, if these two lines are parallel, this angle here, ABC, let me highlight it. So these two angles, ABC and ADE, they're going to be congruent. This angle and this angle, because they are also corresponding angles. So I can write that. I can prove that my two angles are congruent. My two angles are ABC and ADE, and it is because if we got to find our parallel lines, if parallel lines are cut by transversal, alternate interior, no, alternate exterior, parallel lines cut by transversal form congruent corresponding angles. Boom. Try it. And notice you see the green check mark. I am done. So I submit this. Loving those green check marks. All right, I'm going to do a second problem here momentarily. All right, so let's take a look at this proof now. So now we have two sets of parallel lines. So segment EF, so EF is this one, and GH. So those two lines are parallel. And we also have that segments AB and CD are parallel. We want to prove that these two angles are supplementary. Well, let's find where IJL and JLK are. So I'll do it in green. IJL. That's this angle right here. It's acute. And then I'll do purple. JLK. This angle here. And that's obtuse. Well, man, those two angles look sort of familiar, like they're a relationship, right? Let's forget that this is even up here. Let's just focus down here on these two parallel lines and this transversal. Aren't those two angles both above the transversal? Aren't they in the interior between these two parallel lines? That means they're same side interior angles. And if lines are parallel, which they are, aren't your same side interior angles supplementary? Add to 180? Look, this is a one-step proof. How easy is this? Because those lines are parallel, these angles are supplementary. And the proof is done. It's a one step. We can prove that those two angles are supplementary. Find that type of statement here. Angle X and angle Y are complementary, supplementary. So we can prove that angle IJL and angle JLK are supplementary because not linear pairs. No, no, I'm looking for parallel lines. If parallel lines are cut by transversal, they form supplementary same side interior angles. Boom. Proof is done. Proof is done. Submit. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, so I'm going to stop there. I'm going to do 2 proofs per video. So again, I like to do shorter videos. You get credit for watching the video, so you shouldn't mind.